Let me tell you one thing about George W. Bush. Of George W. Bush and Dick Cheney, their achievement in respect to national security in your country. It was George W. Bush who had, by an ultimatum of 72 hours, taken whole of Pakistan with him. Pakistan, which has been dubbed by an American senator as most dangerous country in the world. I'm not saying it as the most dangerous country. It was a title given by an American senator. And George W. Bush, at the time when it was being headed by a dictator like Musharraf, General Musharraf, he took whole of Pakistan on his side by an ultimatum, because he was a man of action. He left no doubt in the mind of anyone in the world that he was after those who hit the United States of America. So he took entire Pakistan with him, and then he overturned the government, the Taliban government in Afghanistan. And he established the rule of law, and he established the rule of democracy in Afghanistan. That was a very big achievement on the part of George W. Bush, the President of the United States. President Bush and his colleague Dick Cheney's achievement has definitely been underestimated in your country. What they did was absolutely unusual. If it was not for President Bush, by far, by now, the United States would have been hit by a nuclear weapon. Terrorists were already well in league with Pakistani authorities, Pakistani military and intelligence services. They were in hand in glove with each other. They could have easily got hold of one or two such weapons, and they could have used them against you. But it was for George W. Bush to avert it all. He broke the back of terrorists, and he even changed the policy of Pakistan not to follow terrorism anymore and follow democracy. He introduced democracy in Afghanistan. These are the great achievements of President George W. Bush, which American people should always keep in their mind. When I told you about the Gulf War II, on election of George W. Bush, I was telling you about the inevitability of the event. I was not telling you about the pros and cons, whether it was good or bad, the Gulf War II. I was just telling you the inevitability of the event, which I foresaw well in the future. And now, exactly in the similar way, I'm trying to emphasize upon the inevitability of this event, which is likely to happen. The United States being hit by nuclear weapons if Mr. Barack Obama remains the President of the United States. But this event, like Gulf War II, is avertible. How it is avertible? The Gulf War II could easily have been averted by electing other man than George W. Bush. I have given the factors over there in my article. Why Gulf War II was going to happen. Besides the same way I have explained you the factors here too. This event too is avertible, very easily avertible in a non-violent way by defeating Barack Obama in the 2012 election. If he does not remain the president, if he does not remain in the occupation of White House, this event will not take place, because all these things are related, they are linked to White House, linked to his occupation of White House. Out of those 4 factors, 3 are directly related with Mr. Obama. And if Obama does not remain the President of the United States, this cataclysmic, terrible event, which I visualize will happen in the future, will not take place. Now it is up to you, gentlemen and ladies, American brothers and sisters to decide whether you wish to keep Mr. Obama in the White House or you wish to have an alternative of him in his place. Thank you, gentlemen. I'm very grateful.